This case, heard in the Court of Exchequer in the early 18th century, laid down the very strict rules governing trusts and trustees. Nowadays, these same rules cover other fiduciary relationships too. Essentially, the rule is that a trustee must not, under any circumstances, put themselves in a conflict of interest, nor may they profit from their trust. In this case, a man held the lease on a market outside London. Someone else owned the market, but he held the lease and obtained the profits from the market's operation. He then died and left that lease to Keech, who was then a minor. A minor couldn't hold a lease, so Sandford was appointed as the trustee to hold the lease in trust for Keech. While Keech was still a minor, the lease came up for renewal. Sandford quite properly sought to renew the lease, but the owner refused, saying that he would not allow Keech the minor to hold the lease. So no matter what happened, the minor's interest was going to disappear. The owner then offered the lease to Sandford. Sandford no doubt figured, well, I'm not depriving the child of anything because he's not getting the lease anyway. It's profitable, so I might as well take it. He did. And then Keech, upon reaching adulthood, sued for breach of trust. The court found that even though Sandford was in no way taking advantage of Keech, it was a conflict of interest for him to become the leaseholder. They didn't want to establish a situation where, in future, trustees might simply allow a profitable lease to expire in order to grab it for themselves. So in this case, it didn't matter whether Sandford was taking advantage or not. His position as trustee meant that he had to take extraordinary steps to ensure that there was no conflict of interest. The Lord Chancellor, Lord King, said he should rather have let it run out than to have had the lease to himself. This may seem hard, that the trustee is the only person of all mankind who might not have the lease, but it is very proper that the rules should be strictly pursued and not in the least relaxed. To this very day, the duties of a trustee are strictly enforced. Sandford had to pay over to Keech all of the profits that he had obtained while he held the lease.